Good morning, everyone. Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Back on the table. Hopefully I can get the computer and the camera to visit with each other without canceling each other out this morning. So, fun project ahead. Glad to be back on the table. Had a great time in Mexico. Thank you for all of your support. Hope to see you in Australia. There's 2 openings left, probably for locals. Which would be great. Anyway, enough from me. Let's do it. See you on the table. Okay, before we get started on the project today, I want to show you some Happy Mail that I have received. This is from, I believe it's from Rita. Yes, this is from Rita. This is some register tape. I think it's pressure sensitive. Look at this fun little bag out of note paper. Love that. Some little bits of this and a little bit of that. I'm so excited about this. These are empty matchboxes, and they're super thin, which is great for our books. And a little little doggy bone or something like that. That's so fun. Actually, it looks like a bow tie. Anyway, this is a fun card from Linda. Now these goodies are from Dolores. She ordered them on Amazon, put a little note in there for me. Makes me nervous when there's only one layer between what you're cutting and your page. So she sent me a little cutting board, which I love. My first one ever, and this is very cool. This is a Media silicone brush. It says it's for, that's in Spanish, great for art crafts, applying gels, pastes, and gesso. Works great with stencils. Look at that. Whoa, that is wonderful. Love this. Pops popcorn. I got a gorgeous mailable art. This is from Dina. She put some flowers in here. These are very fun. And some gorgeous napkins. Just beautiful napkins. So grateful for that. Can always use those napkins. That doesn't mean you guys should send me napkins. That is not what that means. And then, now these are some goodies from Sharon. Sharon sent me a nice box. She got very smart and put it in a priority. She sent some money to the village. Thank you. Much, much appreciated always, since I have to replace my computer motherboard. Anyway, a nice letter from Sharon. Some money for the village. Some burlap, which is fun. I don't have any right now, so that'll be fun to play with. An old map. These are boiled eco prints that she made. They are gorgeous. Not quite sure how she did that, but they are beautiful. And some pictures, images to use. Some fun little jingle dangle balls. And some buttons that she made. These are very fun cardboard buttons that she made. And she included the instructions on how to do that. So that is the Happy Mail that was waiting for me when I got home from Mexico. Thank you. All right, this is our project for today. This is our mixed media project for today. And it just started off on a piece of wood with some underpants on it. And look at her. Is she not amazing? So let's get ready to play. Good morning, village. We are up to our old shenanigans. Oh, it's dark o'clock. I'm back in the groove. All right, let's talk about the supplies that we're going to need. You'll need your Mod Podge and a brush, some gesso, a glue stick, a couple of extra pages out of a book, couple of magazine pages, I have 3 of them. I'll probably use 2. Vintage Photo Distress ink. A stencil. I'm using a brick stencil this morning. And the rest of the distress inks. And of course our Stabilo. We are going to be creating a background today for a mixed media piece. So you'll need a focal point eventually. Now this is an old substrate that I have, that I already have underpants on. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And it's large. We're going to be working large March this morning. So get your substrate ready. Put some underpants on something something. You can do this in your book. You can make a mixed media piece, whatever you want. So I'm just going to randomly rip the pages, the extra pages. And with the glue stick, I am going to just stick these down. Oh, this is a dry glue stick. Because I want them to stay in place while we play. But I want to be able to remove them after I get the gesso on. This background was inspired by my visit to Mexico, looking at their beautiful walls there. I made a video yesterday on our books, but then something happened in the translation between me making it and it actually getting published. So, oh well. We are going to try again. Never give up, never surrender. Right? Okie dokie. So I have some scraps of book pages on here. It can be scraps of anything. I just happen to like the looking at the text. It helps me figure out what I'm doing. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, I'm going to bring in the gesso. Haven't even had a full cup of coffee this morning yet. Couldn't wait to get to the table. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to rely on the gesso to give us some texture this morning. So we want a fair amount. We'll see if that's enough. While we do this, let's talk about that round robin, shall we? So we started a round robin a few months ago. It's been lost. That's okay. That's all right. We all have more stuff. But I'm going to start another one, I guess is my point here, I'm going to start another round robin. I will start it, and I will take the first 12 people that leave me their message here on Facebook, and I will make a list. I will keep a copy of the list. That's where I went wrong last time. I did not keep a copy of the list of the people that were playing in the round robin. So I will keep a copy of the list and send it to the first person, and then they can take what they want out of the box. It'll cost about, I think it was about $15 last time for the medium flat rate here in the United States. So I'll send goodies to the first person. They'll take things out. They'll put things in. They'll send it to the next person on the list. Kind of like a chain letter, only way better. All right, I've got some good juicy gesso on there. And I'm gonna lay down 2 pieces of magazine paper. Looking for some really good stucco kind of texture on this piece. So I will massage this down. And beautiful. And then you'll go back in and see if you can find those pages that you laid down with the glue stick, and you will remove them. There's one under there. Yeah, good luck with that. There it is. I see you. Ha ha ha. Yum, huh? All right. Gotta let it dry. Okay, we're pretty dry. Pretty dry. Dry enough. There's some spots I won't touch. I'm gonna bring in my brick stencil. You don't have to have a brick stencil. Any stencil will do, because you're just looking for some background noise on the wall. And of course it can be Florentine or, you know, whatever. But I was inspired by the bricks down there, so that's what I'm going to use. And I will try and find this stencil on Amazon and get a link to it under the video. So there's a couple of things under the video that might be helpful. I try to put this Amazon links under there for the products that I use, i.e. the gesso, the Mod Podge. Oh, we have some fun color in that gesso. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, I try to have the links for you. Make it a little bit easier. I am using a silicone brush that Dolores sent me. Oh my goodness. It is great for stencils, I can tell you that. And if I can find that on Amazon, I will put that on a link for you as well, because it's pretty magic. Pretty cool already, huh? And I'm wiping down my stencil in between the applications just so that I can keep a little bit of clarity on the bricks. All right, gotta let it dry. All right, I grabbed my watercolor paints. I had some ochre sitting in the tin. It's kind of dry. But watercolor, just be patient. Put some water in there and stir it up. I like a nice deep watercolor paints. And I'm just reminded of the beautiful, colorful walls in Mexico. So I'm just going to paint the wall part. If I go over onto the bricks a little bit, that's okay. My baby blue stayed on vacation. I have to order another one. That's okay. I don't blame it. I would have stayed on vacation too. All right, so we've got some nice color there with the watercolor, which is nice and unpredictable. I love that about the watercolor. And we're going to let that dry. Look at that gorgeous wall. All right, we're going to let it dry. All right, I'm going to take the sanding block and I'm just going to bring some of this texture up a little bit. Okay, I knocked it down a little bit with the sanding block. Found a couple of areas of gesso that weren't quite dry. I'm so okay with that. And I'm just going to bring a little bit of the vintage photo distress ink in. What a beautiful wall, huh? Beautiful background. I am just playing now. Okay. So let's see. I'm thinking maybe we need some vintage photo on these bricks too. And let's see about some color. Fired brick, do we want that? Or is that way too... let's try it. And a little bit of walnut stain. Lovely fingers. Looks like our walnut stain is getting dry. And let's bring in some Stabilo, shall we? No piece is complete until we get the Stabilo on. All right, I'm going to play with all of the areas around the piece, the edge, and the edges of the brick areas. Okay, I have to stop where I am here because I'm losing the brick. All right, I'm going to bring in some burnt sienna. Now look at those bricks coming right back up. That's all right. Well, we will listen to the piece, see what it wants to tell us. This is burnt sienna watercolor. I don't want a straight edge around there. So I'm just going in with a bit of paper towel, smooching the edge. Or my fingers, right? Look at those bricks come right up. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to scratch my head and we'll be back. Okay, let's just see what happens with the sanding block. Does it bring the bricks back up? It does. I gotta let it dry a little longer. I'm being impatient. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see if we can bring that brick back up. Yes, we can. All right, I'm gonna sand all the brick areas. You don't need to listen to that noise. Bit of a nail biter, but we got it. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Stabilo and really dirty the edges of the stucco. Give it some dimension. Beautiful. All right, I am going to Stabilo all edges of the piece. So this is how the piece goes, is it goes like this. Kind of glary. Sun's almost up, gang. Villagers, my villagers. I think I have a focal point picked out for this, which I've said I'm not going to put focal points on this series, but delicious. All right, I'm going to play with my Stabilo. As soon as I can stop, I'll turn the camera off. All right, I'm going to bring in some the black soot distress ink and just add a little dimension to those bricks, just a little bit. Just because I'm a grungy girl. They look pretty great. Let's see, let's see, let's see. This is walnut stain, and I'm just picking up a little bit of that texture with the walnut stain. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a wall. Huh? What a wall. Okay. I need something light on the bricks. What do we need? I'd love for it to be this mustard seed, but I'm afraid that's going to take us over the edge. But we're going to see. We are going to see. No, it's good. Kind of brings it all together, doesn't it? That is one beautiful wall. All right, see if I can find what focal point I was thinking. Look at her. All right, we're going to have to play with this. We don't want her ending there and nothing going on up there. All right, I'm going to cut her out. So I'm cutting her out with an X-Acto because the X-Acto makes a little bit rougher edge than the scissors. So it glues down a little bit better. It's not quite as crisp an edge. Isn't she gorgeous? Let's just see what we think about that. She's gorgeous on there, isn't she? All right, now I have to figure out what to do up here. I'd like to use every single piece of this because this is gorgeous. So we shall see what's next. We know we want to use her. Okay, then we'll go back in and look at these pieces and see what we can do about something above her. All right. My thought process is to take it along this line and these scallops and see if we can incorporate that into her piece. We shall see. Let me do some more cutting out. All right, we're going for it. You like my cutting pad? That was a gift as well. You guys see what supplies I need, and then you take care of me. You're awesome. Don't tear, don't tear, don't tear, don't tear, don't tear. Tear, don't tear. All right, I'm going to cut here and then along these scallops. See what happens. Okay, so this is how the piece is coming together. She's gorgeous. This is the archway from above her. This is the conundrum here, is the way that this stops just like this, kind of floating. That doesn't work in my book, so I need some time to think about what I want to do there. We're going to see if we can go without that overhead light. So there's a certain quality of paper that I want to have that goes with that quality of paper. It's a little bit shiny. So I have these, I'll say religious images to choose from. So I'm going to go through these and see if I can find something that would work on the edges of those. I'm sure I can find something. But this is my process this morning, is to go through these and find something that will work for those pillars. Fun images, right? So we'll find something that will go there. She's gorgeous. Oh, I have a lot of fun images to play with now, don't I? All right, let me go through these and pick something out. All right, so I've been playing with some images. So I know I want to use the arch. I know I want to use her. I cut out a face and put it on the pitcher or urn or whatever she's holding. I found some fun legs that I thought would be fun for the balance of that column there. And then to unite those, I have some little scallops. So I'll cut the scallops here, and I'm going to glue everything down. And then we will come back. You guys want to come with me when I'm gluing? Why not? I'm putting the glue on the back of the piece because we have worked with watercolors and distress inks, and I don't want to move those too much. Ooh, let's just watch this piece come alive together, shall we? That's kind of fun. Miss my brush. Just need to say that. Miss my brush. It's alright. Thought it was tucked down inside something from Mexico, but I've put everything away. Have not found it. Oh, growling tummy. I don't blame it this morning. I'm appreciating that background with those bricks. Sometimes I get so focused on the focal points I forget that there is a yummy background. Did you guys hear that? Oh, my tongue is really talking. This guy's face is pretty fun on there. I'm excited to put her down. Not like put her down, That would not be nice. Oh my goodness, such a noisy tummy. I mean, glue her down, not put her down. All right, are we ready? I know it's kind of big for the screen, I know. I know. All right, what a gorgeous piece. It's not done. It's not done. There's some things I need to do to it, but this is where we are right now. I have to continue on with my day. I teach today, so I best to get to it. But you know what? So far, she is very fun. See her top to bottom? See those legs? Those are great. What a great idea. Okay. You know I can't leave well enough alone. And I have just a couple more minutes before I have to hop in the shower. So we are going to do one more thing to her. And I like the color of this guy's jacket. For her. So let's just see what we can come up with. So I'm just going to cut some very long triangles. Not perfect, not all the same size, because we love wonky, right? I want an odd number. Because odd numbers are always more interesting than even numbers. And let's just see. Very good. All right, they're too long. It's okay. We know what to do about that. Do we want them all the same length around her head? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we want different lengths. you along through the whole thing today. Oh, ta-da, huh? I would say ta-da. A lot of quiet time this morning. All right, I confess, I can't leave the piece. So you guys know how to Stabilo. Just go for it. I'm gonna just not real heavily Stabilo this piece because it's pretty amazing as is. I just want to add a little bit of dimension. I've got the dirtiest hands in the world right now. Okay, in a very well ventilated area, I'm going to give this a spray. I'm going to take it out to my to the outside studio and give it a spray. I'll bring it back. I've got her turned sideways so you can see all of her, but isn't she ta-da? Yes, she is ta-da. She's gorgeous. All right, go create, go play, go have fun, maybe get something to eat.